Hi. People say that they're awake, and I want to show you one more delusion that I believe most of the world is under. So, what kind of government do you think the 1% are ruled under? Or, actually, I think it's the 30% of the world's top peoples, top families are under. So what kind of a government do you think they're under? Most people would probably answer their monarchies, their imperial governments, or they'd name a whole bunch of, there's communism, socialism, democracy, and you'd probably say capitalism. But I'm here to tell you that that's all wrong. So, yeah, you probably won't believe me. All of those governing peoples that are governing all the rest of the 70% of the world, all the billionaires, the millionaires, I think there's trillionaires now, the technocrats, all those people that are at the very top of our pecking order on the earth, they are under a tribal system. Oh, but tribalism is for poor people, isn't it? It's that you're never taught really about it in school except to see the poor indigenous peoples from around the world living in mud huts, having to, herd their animals or hunt their food, and they're all living in abject poverty now. That's the major impression that people get when thinking about tribalism. Or they think of warlords that are nasty people that are ruling over their people with terrorist, with bullying and terrorism. But the 1%, the 30% actually, and the bottom percentages actually live under tribalism. Tribalism is based on family lines. It doesn't matter if you're reading the Bible, the Quran, if you're the Hindu text, the Jewish traditional, the Talmud, the Torah. Everything stems from tribalism. Tribalism is based on family and family lines. Tribalism is the only government God gave to mankind. It's based on love in its best form. So I can prove this by showing you that the very first tribal alliance or trinity for the family base was the Creator God, the first man, and the first woman. That's the three of them. And that was based on a relationship of love. After that, as you go through, so if I go through the Torah and the Muslims and the Hebrew peoples and the Christians all follow through the book all the way up to Abraham. Everyone was descended from Abraham. They were a tribal people. They, when you think of Moses, you can think of, here's the tribe, the head. So tribalism is based on heart, mind, and soul. You have Moses, you have Aaron, and you have Miriam. But this is throughout the Bible. And the Bible is very clear about keeping distinct family lines. The Quran also, all those people are following, since they were taught first by Abraham, they were a tribal people. They still are. They still keep track of all their family lines. Tribes come together in family relationships through marriages. Recently I was listening to something about Bill Gates. Bill Gates, and it talks about his family and how they're all interconnected, all the 1% peoples. So tribalism is all over the world. People have wrong thoughts about how tribalism works, but I can guarantee you that throughout all your religious texts and in a spiritual way, we are tribal peoples, the only government that God gave mankind that works. The rest of the types of government that you're under, that oppresses you, your capitalism, your democracy, your republics, your any other form, your communist, your socialism that everybody's arguing about, they were made up by man. And the way I would explain it, they belong to the fallen one, or the fallen ones, which are also of a big family. So anyway, because actually they never had an original thought. Their thoughts are based on something that the Creator made perfect, and then they devalue it, try to destroy it, try to repurpose it. So anyway, that's the beginning of the delusion of freeing yourself from this delusion that these governments that you're following, that you think you're going to find some solution in, when you decide that you're going to follow the Creator in everything, you will find freedom. That freedom is in tribal, familiar relationships. When society breaks down, everyone goes back to their families first, and you're told to come in together as a community, and that's how you're going to survive. Yes, you're going to go back to your tribes. In Revelation, in the King James Bible, when Christ returns, and even when the city, not even the city, when the temple is rebuilt, people are going to enter by a certain gate. Those gates are named after the 12 tribes of Israel. The Creator's going to collect his children, because it's a family, from all four corners of the earth, from every nation, ethnic group, tribe of the earth. Tribalism was given to us by God. It's based on love. It has to do with the heart, mind, and soul for the body of people. I'll leave you with that, and I hope that that'll help get you to think in new ways and free you from some of the delusion that you're under, because we're all trying to wake up.